Welcome everyone, AdamTheWoo here, Thursday, July 9th, 2015, and this is an AdamTheWoo van update, if you will. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's TheDailyWoo. I want to talk about my van, the Ford E150, year 2006 is the year that they produced this model. I got this van in 2007. It had 1,000 miles on it when I bought it. The hubcaps have since fallen off. I have gotten a few different tires over these years that I've owned this van. But the hubcaps have all sporadically, over different occasions and different situations, fallen off. We lost one a few years ago, then another year later I lost another one, then a few months later I lost the third one, and the last one held on tightly for quite some time until finally it ended up biting the dust by hitting a pothole in the road and losing the final hubcap. So now there are no hubcaps. When I first got the van did not have tinted windows. And because I slept in my van for about 3 years as I traveled across the US of A, I tinted the windows with limo tint. I put some curtains up. Since then, I have taken the curtains down. I have not been residing in my van anymore. I've actually moved to Southern California. But I wanted to show you what's inside the van now. Now, please do not get discouraged because it is a mess in there. I have not thoroughly cleaned my van out in quite some time, months and months and months. So there are a lot of water bottles, there are a lot of bags in there, there are a lot of assorted things. In fact, I don't even know what you're going to see when I actually open this door. So let's go inside the van. I'm actually not going to clean the van out in the vlog because I do not want to deafen you guys by the sounds of this. Plus it's going to take a while. I need to go through some of the paperwork that is underneath the cup holder underneath there. That's kind of like the makeshift glove box of a van, a Ford E150 van. But I will show you what's inside, talk about the fate and the future of the van, and ask some questions on you guys that you can chime in through the beauty of comments down below on what you think I should do and continue doing with the van. All right, you ready? You ready to open the door? That is what we're dealing with, a mess. Now, I am normally not a messy person. If you were to walk in my home, you would realize, and you can even ask Tyler Evans, rock journalist, who is my roommate, I am a pretty neat and tidy guy when it comes to the homestead. But because, for whatever reason, I am a messy van person, and you can see over here, I still have paper towels and toilet paper from back when I was actually sleeping in my van. And since then, there are Gatorade bottles, there are bags, sandwich bags, there are lots of water bottles, which just shows you how much water I've been drinking, with the occasional Mountain Dews mixed in. And look back there, there's actually some bags of mulch, because at the homestead, I actually did some stuff around the flower garden. I actually just dropped a bag there. I will pick all this up momentarily and throw all of this away. So I will not leave that. I will discard all of that into that brute trash can. I'll call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. To use a different Princess Bride quote. Oh yeah, some of the curtains are still up, actually. You can see I put the curtains up with this. You can actually watch an old video that I did called Van Dwelling. Just look up on the AdamTheWoo channel. It's called Van Dwelling AdamTheWoo. And you can see how I had the van all set up back in the day. I have not repurchased seats out here in California. But one day, I have the cooler still. I have 100, let's see how many miles are actually on my van exactly. People are always asking how many miles are on my van. There are currently 179,013 miles 179,013 miles currently on the van. By the way, look at this Mountain Dew bottle. I did not want to drink this huge Mountain Dew, but I went across the street to this grocery store, Stater Brothers, and all the regular 16-ounce Dews were sold out. All they had was Diet Mountain Dew. I do not like Diet Mountain Dew. Plus, the 16-ounce Dews were $1.89. So I walked over to the produce area. They had like a bunch of energy drinks and juices and stuff. And this was only 99 cents. That was only 99 cents. So I said, heck it. Why not just get the bigger one, only drink half of it, and I'm still saving money, which is crazy and awesome. And as you can see, I have Dews down here that I haven't really even tapped into. I've had these 12 packs for a while. This one I've kind of tapped into a little bit. And there's actually a soda here that's warm. But I don't really like warm Mountain Dew. And I've been drinking a lot of water. I go through probably one of these 12 packs, 24 pack waters, probably every few days, maybe every 4 or 5 days. I keep these above the fridge at the house. And I go through a ton of these waters. So let's talk about the fate of the van. I moved to Southern California. Traffic is brutal out here. Gas is way more expensive in California than it is in other areas of the country. Now I will be flying to Atlanta for Dragon Con first week of September. I will be flying to Knoxville, Tennessee for a Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge exciting time that I will be spending there in November. I will also be flying to Florida in December for a couple weeks, probably 10 days to 2 weeks. And I will be spending Christmas time with family and friends out there. And I'm thinking about doing a road trip as well, sometime intermittently between all those time periods. I'm thinking about going out into the desert, Monument Valley, going up into Utah, Colorado, those areas. And I'm thinking about doing that maybe possibly the end of September. I probably will rent a car. I don't know if I will take the van because as the amount of miles that are on there, it's still running very, very well. But I don't know how many more good road trips the van has in it. Which brings me to this quandary, this question that I have for you guys. Should I keep the van in the future? Should I sell the van? And should I not downgrade, but grade downwardly? I guess that's the same as downgrading to a vehicle that gets way better gas mileage. This van gets 12 miles to the gallon. So you can imagine a 35-gallon tank at $3.50, $4 a gallon sometimes, just to drive to LA, just to drive to Hollywood, just to drive around down to San Diego and those areas, just around the LA area. You can imagine how much money is shelled out of my wallet into the gas tank. So I got to thinking, if I was to either keep the van, get another vehicle, make payments on, the payments I'm making on the other vehicle would probably be about the same as what I'm putting in gas in the van. Now, none of these things will come into fruition until next year, but I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on what I should do in the future of the van. The van will stay in my possession probably forever, but if I consider selling it based on your opinions and what I think of mentally over the next few months, I probably will keep the van another year or so. So I'm thinking around this time next year, I probably will consider getting another vehicle. And here's another question. After you leave comments whether I should get rid of the van or keep the van, should I keep the van and should I get another vehicle and keep both vehicles? Should I keep the van just to have it in case I need to move something around? If I get some wild harebrained idea to go on another road trip and sleep in the back of the van. The thing that's interesting, there's a lot of romanticism to sleeping in a van. I did it for 3 years. It definitely changed my life. It definitely had me see the world in a totally different outlook, and I am super grateful for that. And even though I saved a lot of money, I started to do the math. Based on the amount of money I spent in gas in the van driving around the country, the amount of money I spend in a 12 mile per gallon van, I could have probably paid for a cheap motel occasionally for about the same price, a $30, $40 motel each night, instead of just driving around constantly trying to find a place to park. Probably would have been a little bit more expensive for the hotels, but a lot of that price would have been negated based on how much gas I was spending on the van. So, should I, in the future, this is not happening this week, this month, or even this year. It probably will not happen until early next year, 2016. But I wanted to put the feelers out there. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on what I should do with this, the van. The AdamTheWoo van, which has been a part of my life for an incredibly long time. In fact, this van helped me change my life. It changed the direction in my life, and this van brought me to you. So there's a lot of sentimental value to this van. So I'd really like your opinions on what I should do. Leave some comments down below. Also, check down below for my t-shirts, AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com. You can actually get this shirt right here. They're running a sale right now where you get free shipping. I do not remember what the coupon code is, but go to AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com. Actually, before you go to AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com, just go to Spreadshirt.com, and at the top of Spreadshirt.com, there is a banner giving you the coupon code. After you get that coupon code, before you go to the final checkout on AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com, put that coupon code in, and you will actually receive free shipping. I do not know what the coupon code is. I should have been more prepared, but I wanted to share this updated van vlog, the amount of miles that are on my van, my consideration about what I should do with my van, how we should continue these journeys, whether it's flying, whether it's renting cars, whether it's getting hotels, whether it's sleeping in the van. What should we do? I value your opinion because you, a lot of you have been here since the beginning, and a lot of you have been here for a considerable amount of time, even the ones that are just joining. All of us are a circle of goodness, and I really value your opinion. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I love you guys.